Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Anime Club. I'm
The
Nick
sound that haunts my nightmares.
Fuck off. With me is the great Lord Vorn.
Hello.
Realm Shifter.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
And
You
this
ever-
week we watched Fairy Tale.
You ever have one of those moments where, like, you're just waiting for the completion of something, and when someone doesn't complete it, you just want to take an axe to their skull?
Yes, I almost had that moment right there, so thank you for that, Sekhie.
See, it helps if I actually know what you're referencing.
What?
No, you were just making a noise and I didn't know what it was. Anyways, so we watched Fairy Tale because I got pulled 2 weeks in a row, bitches. 2.
Let's see if we can go for 4.
Oh my fucking god, because I do still have 2 submissions. I could genuinely get pulled again.
Don't worry, if she simply stops existing, that won't happen again.
So I had the boys watch Fairy Tale, and I specifically had them watch the Phantom Lord arc and the Loki arc, which was episodes 21 to 32.
Yep.
So, let's do ratings first, because I think I've scored some real wins on this front. Let's keep in mind, the last time that we had Fairy Tale, we had 1 approval and 3 shits.
Not shits, I think I had a
I think I had a meh
then
as well.
3 mehs and 1 approval. So, how do you feel now?
Approved.
No, I know.
You see, on rewatch, I decided, no, this was the worst shit I've ever seen. This shit, like, it made me want to jump off a bridge. No, I gave it an approval.
Does anyone want to explain what we just did right there?
I was literally looking straight at Vorn because I had already gotten, I watched this entire section with Knick-Knack, and I knew he approved of it, and Realm Shifter texted me, and he was like, I'm gonna give you an approval, and I was like, it's all resting on Vorn, and I just looked at him, and he put a thumbs up in front of his face.
That said, I gotta say, if the competition for anime of the season, of our season, is up there, if there's any competition at all, this probably isn't winning that on me, but I enjoyed it well enough for what it was. The arcs were pretty fun. I have like minor complaints, but nothing that would drop me to a meh. I still really enjoyed myself with this.
Yeah, honestly, I feel pretty similarly to it. I thought it was a pretty enjoyable arc, honestly. Good amounts of action. Not like over the top like amounts of annoying comedy and stuff like that. I actually enjoyed a lot of the humor actually in this particular arc, so that helped at least a little bit. And I did also like a lot of the fight scenes and stuff like that in this.
I went on the wiki and further spoiled myself due to actually my excitement of wanting to learn more.
Oh, wait, okay, I'm gonna ask you later what you looked
Yeah,
at.
wait until
But,
you're not
much.
spoiling
Yeah.
everyone else.
But,
Too much.
I assume you probably looked up something to do with the Strauss siblings.
Which ones were they?
The white-haired siblings. The girl and the boy.
No.
Oh, okay. That's interesting, because I know Knick-Knack expressed interest in learning more about their stories, which we're going to
Yes.
talk about a little bit later, but not much, because we're not getting there yet.
But unlike Vorn, I didn't spoil myself on the wiki. Not that we haven't all been there, falling into a rabbit hole.
Yeah, but I will say, I thought that this arc was, like, a really good set, because, honestly, the first, like, 9 or so episodes of Fairy Tale are kind of like, they're like the daily life arc. It's just kind of like, meet your characters, watch them do, like, stupid funny shit. And then there was Galuna Island, but Galuna Island didn't really have, like, huge stakes, it felt like.
Well,
Galuna Island was kind of a joke a lot of the time. Like, they
No.
played it off as a joke.
I don't think that was my problem with those arcs initially. My problem with those arcs is they started out as mostly a joke, and they proceeded to be very cataclysmic, high stakes, and I'm like, where the fuck did this come from?
Well, whereas neither Phantom Lord nor Loki are cataclysmically bad. All of the consequences would be suffered personally, not on a global scale,
Yeah.
unlike they were trying to play up with Eisenwald and Galuna Island, with the demon Deliora, and the flute of whatever it was.
For me, it was like if you're sitting with someone who's a super fan of Tolkien, and without watching Lord of the Rings, they just start describing all of the giant, like, scary shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually did watch this entire section with Knick-Knack. We binged it together, like a week ago. But, so there hasn't been, like, a market animation improvement, I don't think. But once again, this is one of those shows that was releasing year-round, and we're only to, like, the second half of the year, basically. So, We did have a new opening and ending featuring by Funkist and Gomenne Watashi.
I like the new opening.
Yeah.
I really love featuring by Funkist, or FT by Funkist. It's one of my favorites.
It's not going to be on any of my favorite anime OPs of all time playlists, but it was definitely enjoyable, and it worked for the arc, I think.
I think it's actually one of the ones I used in our Lost singing episode.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely like this one. I also actually like the ED quite a bit. Mainly just because, like, if you actually watch it, it kind of gives you a little bit of a hint as to, like, what I think Urza's story is going to be like. Because we didn't get to it, obviously, in this arc, but I can tell that ED will kind of hint towards, like, what's to come, basically.
Yeah, so they switched the ED mid-arc, like, a couple episodes before the end of Phantom Lord. And the new animations for both the opening and the ED are detailing events that are going to happen in the next arc I'm showing you, which is Tower of Heaven. And that is actually, I will be submitting that this season, so you will be seeing Tower of Heaven.
Neat.
This season.
Nice.
And I think Tower of Heaven continues on the line of kind of like Phantom Lord, where it's less comedically overwrought.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm happy with this result. I'm like, this is literally a 100% improvement for me.
I don't mind Fairy Tail's comedic sections. For me, it's just how like previous arcs have tended to not necessarily balance the two very well together.
That makes sense.
And it just made the dramatic stuff less memorable and the comedic stuff kind of out of place.
There was also a lot less of Happy doing things like, wow.
I'll say, I genuinely, like, just to comment on the previous arcs, I genuinely did enjoy the filler the most out of anything in the previous arcs. So it's not like I hate Fairy Tail comedy, just to be clear.
There's some good filler. I love some of the Fairy Tail filler. It's some bullshit.
That said, we didn't really get any filler. Or we got a little bit of filler.
We
There
got
was that
like
entire...
You got one episode.
I feel like,
Hot
yeah,
Spring.
it was like the one hot spring, but honestly, I really didn't consider it filler because it was kind of building up to the situation to Loki. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so this time we didn't really have a full filler episode or anything, but we had like a filler event that
In
led
between
in.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then there was one episode where it was like, there is a stuff that leads into it, and then the rest of the episode is just bullshit filler, and it was amazing.
Yeah,
But that's getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, I think.
yeah.
yeah, no, I mean, I really enjoyed this. Absolute approval. This means that this is an A tier for me, which is...
A win for Sekhie?
Yeah, this
W.
is my win.
W.
Biggest Sekhie W since the start of the podcast?
I think it might be. I think this was the lowest rated show I had in season 1 that I was gonna put back in.
Yeah.
Katekyo?
Yeah, but I'm not planning on putting Katekyo back in again.
Oh.
Yeah, we beat that out of her, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay.
You quite literally beat me into submission in terms of Katekyo being added back into the hat. Watch. The secret is I'm gonna make Knick Knack read it. Evil laughter. Yes. So we will see you back in a couple of days to talk about story and characters. Like, comment,
Try
subscribe.
harder.